Welcome back. Life can be pretty if you can't breathe well, which is a big complaint for those living with chronic sinusitis. But if over-the-counter medication doesn't work for you, there's another option. Dr. Josh Meyer is a rhinologist with Nevada ENT and Hearing Associates. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So let's talk about what is sinusitis.
So chronic sinusitis is mostly inflammation of the lining of the nose, the mucosa of the nose. There are many different kinds of chronic sinusitis. The most common ones are with and without polyps. Most people, like you said, will get better with a steroid spray and a rinse bottle, but there are some people that have too much inflammation that there are other options for them as well. And
chronic is the operative word here.
Yeah.
So what can you do at least to offer several years of relief?
Yeah, so yes, as the name implies, chronic sinusitis is a chronic disease. There's no cure, but there are a lot of things we can do to improve people's quality of life. And one of them is endoscopic sinus surgery, and that is presented as an option to the patient when they have failed medical management, have an abnormal looking CT scan, and are interested in further options.
Okay, but what got me when we did the story last week is no packing at the end. How is that possible?
So that the techniques have improved a lot over the last 15, 20 years, and I was fortunate with my training to be able to do things in a more minimally invasive style with more mucosal preservation. If you leave the mucosa alone so it doesn't have to heal, it also doesn't have to bleed. It doesn't bleed as much, therefore you don't need packing. So probably in about 95% of the surgeries I do, I don't use packing.
So how long is recovery generally?
So because you don't use packing, it's not as painful as sinus surgery in the past. Most people, I tell them to take a week off work just because they'll be tired from the general anesthetic, but most people are kind of back to their normal activities, you know, the following week.
And I know we talked about it being a chronic issue, but what causes the inflammation generally?
It's unclear. It's the, there are multiple different things that can contribute to it. Allergies can contribute to it as well. There's spectrum of overreaction of the lining of the airways, which includes asthma, allergies, and chronic sinusitis.
And it affects so many people. All right, thanks for being here. If you still have questions about this procedure, give them a call until 6 o'clock tonight, 858-2222.